My name is Luis Mario,
Hi, my name is Melissa.
and our presentation is about why iPads work best for note taking instead of traditional notebooks for school. Taking notes using a notebook has been the way I have been taking for years. Over the last several years, however, the iPad has evolved as note taking option. Having the iPad as a potential note taking option, the question becomes why iPads work best for note taking instead of traditional notebooks for school.
The first point I want to talk about is the portability of the iPad. First up, you have to consider how multi-purpose it is. You'd be taking the place of various notebooks and a laptop if you go for the keyboard. Stacks of paper and materials would be replaced by a single tablet. And you don't have to worry about storage because files aren't that big. Usually what takes up space are videos and photos, which you wouldn't be using because you're using it solely for school purpose. And using Google Drive, you wouldn't have to worry because Google Drive operates via website, via internet, and you wouldn't be taking up space within your hard drive. Also, most occasions call for one notebook per subject. That would ultimately compile into ridiculous amount of stacks of paper. And what is the difference of 20 pages with 1 giga? Backpacks. Another point I want to talk about are backpacks. Weight within backpacks. All those materials, you'd have to carry them in backpacks. And in the long run, how much weight can one student withstand? So if we look at the statistics, according to Kids Health, students wearing heavy backpacks for large periods of time experience various health problems, such as issues with headaches, scoliosis, stunt growth, and a neck damage on the neck. According to Dr. Matthew Dubbs from Washington University of St. Louis, experts recommend that backpacks weigh no more than 10 to 15% of the child's weight relative to the child's weight, and the average would be about 20%, which is way off. Also, 10 to 19% of children miss school or sports activities every year because of pain caused by heavy backpacks, and 30 to 50% of adolescents complain of pain related to backpack use.
While it is easy to erase most pencil writing, erasing pen marks is more difficult. While erasable pens exist, they are not that great. You can erase highlighter and marker from a page once you have written on it, which is something we have all grown used to in our note-taking journey. The issues paper has with editability simply does not exist on the iPad, as everything you write is digital. You can entirely edit everything you write on or highlight. The end result is that you can write to your heart's content knowing that any mistake you make is usually immediately fixable. No more ugly scratches or dry bumps or whiteout.
Another matter I would like to discuss is archiving and retrieval. As stated earlier, everything created on the iPad is digital. Therefore, it can be easily saved, backed, and archived. Many writing and drawing apps on the iPad also support saving the iCloud services to iCloud, Google Drive, and Dropbox. An additional benefit of using the iPad for writing is information retrieval. Several of the writing applications on the iPad will OCR, optical character recognition, your handwriting notes and make them searchable. So, for example, if you're looking for the notes containing the word lambda, you can simply open the app containing all your notes and search for the word. The app will return all references to the word lambda across all your notes in that app.
One device, many books. Accessible everywhere. Easily updates. Easy on the eyes and augmented reality experience. One device can handle many books, given the fact that you can easily download on the go and carry as many as you please, providing for you an intellectual development. This means you can easily travel with easy access to the most portable version of a book. Since the book is accessed online, having the latest version is assured, unlike paper books. Also, utilizing an iPad means that you can read and take use of it in bed before sleeping without having to bother those around by forcefully turning the lights on. In other words, you can read in the dark. Finally, the book's accessibility encourages students to read more and expand their vocabulary and imagination, leading to more creative and ambitious students.
Another point I would like to talk about is the pandemic. The pandemic has forced many institutions to shift gears from traditional pen and paper to virtual communication, but there is still somewhat of a resistance to go fully on board with electronics. An iPad is an expensive item to own, and prices have exponentially increased as Apple gains more influence on the market and adds more features onto its product. But if you think about it, an iPad is a better investment than any other notebook or textbook in the long run due to its multi-purpose function and its lasting lifespan. Present day, not only does it afford students buying all those materials and backpack to carry them in, but it relieves students and teachers alike from jamming their cellular devices with school-related documents. It also provides an easy access for other students and teachers when working collectively or turning materials in, saving them from going through the meticulous process of scanning PDFs and taking photos.
Time is of the essence, especially for high school students. Balancing work and extracurricular activities constantly keeps them on their toes and grasping for any free time they can get. Something that takes you up a lot of energy and effort is copying down notes and presentations while a professor give out their lecture. It provides a difficult task to pay attention at a 100% and simultaneously write down everything. By utilizing the iPad's capacity, one could easily download the document or presentations and better work on highlighting, emphasizing crucial data, and writing side notes to make their overall experience when going through their notes more pleasant. This method also allows students to personalize the notes in a way that they understand them.
Another point I would like to discuss is how readable letter would be. There's no denying the fact that teachers have to undergo the challenge of struggling with the legibility of their students' handwriting when grading assignments, especially when grading tests. I, from personal experience, have seen how teachers can punish a student with bad handwriting. According to a study conducted on a sample of 200 students, 2% of the students with poor handwriting could make teachers mark an answer wrong when it was actually right.
Each semester calls for non-recyclable paper to be thrown out. Tons of paper goes to waste annually and can reach insane amounts. The consumption of paper contributes to the use around 360,000 pieces of the paper. If you were to expand the search nationwide, the number will be around 34 billion papers being used in schools every year. Not only previously mentioned, but this usage attributes to cutting down of trees. Deforestation is a serious environmental issue that takes a toll on the planet's health and adds on the already existing global warming by increasing CO2 emissions into the atmosphere. Now I'm going to show you school waste composition in numbers.